And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Fatman Robyn podcast. I am Marcus Stevens, represented as the Fatman.
I am Robyn.
Welcome. Hello, everybody. Happy February. I need to change the calendar now that I'm looking at it. I've been looking at this cat for the last 31 days. It's time for the next pet.
That's a cute cat.
It's a very cute cat. I will. Sorry, Chino. No offense.
No, it's a cute cat. Period.
So I need to change that. Happy February. Happy Black History Month. 28 now. No, is that not?
We don't got enough time for that.
What's wrong?
Give us the month with the least amount of days. That's doing something.
I mean, hey, I didn't make the rules.
I know.
Just saying, let's celebrate it while we can.
Happy Black History Month.
Also, today, I don't know if you read the news already, but Dustin Diamond passed away today.
I heard, yeah.
He plays Screech in Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell was never like a big series I watched growing up. I definitely caught a lot of reruns on TBS on early or late nights.
Sometimes when did it end?
I want to say like either late 90s maybe. I don't even know if he was in the reboot
that just came out. I don't think so.
That sucks.
I don't think so. Well, I'm not watching it.
So. Yeah. That was a really big blow for he was, but even still, it's just a big blow, and he's only 44.
Yeah.
I'm very close to that age. Not very close, but next decade or so. It just.
Are you ready?
What?
To die.
Yeah, I've been. Once 2020 hit, I already told you, like. Also, congratulations to that's wrestling related. Sorry, to Bianca Belair and Edge. They both won their respective Royal Rumbles last night. In
good job, Edge.
Low spots. Bianca was at number 3 and Edge was number 1. So
he was the first person to come out. Wow.
He started and finished, so he's only the third.
Did he take a break? You know how they be taking breaks.
They always take breaks. They take when you're in the corner for a long time. That's called a break.
No, I'm talking about the kind of break where somebody pushed him out the ring, like under the ring.
Oh no. Randy Orton did that. He was number 2.
Oh, so he went under the ring.
He had an injury.
And he came back.
He came at the very end, almost screwed Edge over. And Edge got his revenge.
Yeah,
so
Randy Orton. I feel like he's the Regina George of... Is it true? Like, just the stories that you hear about him.
It's pretty good, yeah.
He just seems like such a prima donna and a douchebag.
You said it, not me. I'm a huge fan of Randy Orton, but I know you...
I like his little finishing move. That's cute.
His little finishing move.
Yeah, I was
the cutter? It's called an ace. It's called an ace crusher. I don't think they have time to get into wrestling.
I thought it was an RKO.
That's the name. That's his name for it, but the official name is Ace Crusher. That's the name of it.
Ace Crusher.
Mm-hmm. Like Diamond Dallas Page is a diamond cutter. You know who DDP is. Yeah, we don't have to get into it. Congratulations from Edge. He's now the third man to win from number 1, but only the second man they can actually talk about. You can't say his name. Crispin Noir.
Are you saying Crispin?
Because there's a meme.
Crispin Noir? That's great.
Because I don't know if you know, because I tell you all the time, but when you come to WWE, and you have made a name for yourself on the independents, they have to give you a slave name, because you have to. That's who cares about that? You're in their company now. Okay. So
who they do that to? That I know.
Rusev. They changed his name. His name is originally name is Miro. They changed it to Alexander Rusev. There's a lot of. Let me say. Hold on. Seth Rollins, his real name. His name in Independence was Tyler Black. Okay. They changed to Seth Rollins.
Why can't these people just have their name?
Sometimes you get lucky, like Samoa Joe or AJ Styles, because they trademarked their names and they brought it. So it's like, we're not going to lose I'm not losing my brand. I've been wrestling for 15, 20 years. I'm not losing my brand. Okay. But wrestlers coming in who are in their 20s.
Right.
Just take what you can get. It's really like cutting. It's like what's it called? Touch and go. Because some guys get it. Like there's a guy named Austin Theory who just came. He's like 24. He kept his name. Okay. But I just think because he's a good-looking white guy, and they just said,
keep it.
You get a pass, sir.
And that's why they always change their names.
Yeah, because they don't want you to. Sometimes they don't. They want to be like, hey, we made this person. Yeah, you're so and so, but we made this guy a star.
So, hold on. What's his name? Dean Ambrose.
Right.
He's not Dean Ambrose anymore.
No, well,
that was his slave name.
It was his slave name.
Oh, okay. Can we not use slave names?
Okay. Well,
is it like a slave contract type of contract?
I feel like it is compared to based on what happened last year. Yeah, you want to do Twitch and make money off of that? We want to take a little bit of that.
Yeah, that was messed up.
So
I don't get that.
I kind of feel like it's a slave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are they using their slave names
on their channels?
Yeah. Because I understand. It's still not right. I get it.
No.
Though. Okay. Well, then no. You don't.
A lot of people were just using their real names. Like Paige using her real name, Zelina Vega, Xavier Woods. They were using their real names. And even still, because they got their popularity, their fan base from WWE, they felt like they had a piece of the pie.
They ain't about to do that to The Rock, though. Oh, we want parts of every movie you do.
Rock said no. They trying to get Rock so desperately for WrestleManias for the next few years, but Rock's like, I'll let you know. I'll pencil you in. Because they desperately want Rock for...
I'm sure.
The WrestleMania in...
I mean, they got the money to
LA.
pay him, though.
Of course they do.
Oh, it's going to be in LA?
In 2 years. They for the first time ever, they've announced WrestleMania dates for the next 3 years. So it's going to be Tampa Bay this year because it was supposed to be Tampa Bay last year.
And because Florida is open.
They don't care. Nobody cares. And also because the Super Bowl is going to be there on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just want first of all said I called it that they were going to have a white quarterback in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady, as I called and predicted 2 months ago.
Is this a thing? White quarterback versus black quarterback?
I just felt like because remember I told you I felt like Super Bowl was going to be America's opening up party from COVID. Do you remember this conversation at all?
Kind of. When you say opening up party.
And I said all the trailers want to come out then, and that's what they're going to have the official release dates. Even if they got pushed back, that's going to be the official. Like I feel like on Sunday you'll find out when Black Widow is really coming out.
In about 3 years.
And about November. I feel like it feels like 3 years.
Again, if they don't put her on Disney Plus, which I don't want them. Like I want them to do it. I don't want them to do it, but yeah, it's.
I'm not paying $50. I'm sorry. I'm really jonesing, and I will say WandaVision. Well, I don't know if I'm going to spoil too much, but the first 3 episodes of WandaVision are good, but the 4th episode is when it's like, all right, in there, let's go. Because I feel like
would you consider it a slow burn those first?
Yeah, episodes? but it's a good slow burn because it's like
because I'll
just tell you because it's a sitcom,
right?
But it was funny, like it was good comedy, good like old timey comedy, made me laugh.
Okay.
But the 4th episode is like the MCU episode. It feels like it's taking things from the movies. It's the first time I felt like from that show. I was like, oh snap, a lot is happening. Okay. And when you see it, because the first scene from episode 4 is like game changing. Okay. And just in terms of like thinking of other movies, and that's all I'll say. Because I'm pretty sure in the next 5 weeks you're going to be spoiled. I feel like that scene was so big. I'm surprised you haven't even heard about it yet.
I've seen little snippets like, what does episode 4 mean? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like,
what does episode throw out the window. But
when I see her face or Paul Bettany's face or that black woman's face, do you know her name?
Tiana Paris? I'm sorry if I get your name wrong.
So she's not Anika Rose?
No.
The woman who did Tatiana?
No.
Princess Tatiana. Okay. Mm-hmm. She looks like her.
Yeah, her name's it begins with a T. It's like Teo.
Okay.
Something Paris.
I must have seen her in something else. She really does look like Anika. I think her name's Anika. Okay. But she really does look like her.
But yeah, so that's But yeah, episode 4 is when it's like really catching off, and then they released a new trailer today, which I don't even want to watch for WandaVision. Like, how do you release a trailer for a show even still going on? Like,
maybe not enough people are watching it.
I no offense, highly effing doubt that. I think, you know what, I know thinking is, because a lot of people watch episode 1 and are like, what is this show? And I will say episode 1, that's why they released the first 2 episodes, I really think. Because if you just release episode 1 by itself, you're not going to draw people in, because it's really jarring. I guess when you're expecting something from the MCU, you expecting something like balls to the wall action. Mm-hmm. And again, I think after Endgame such a high bar, everybody's watching the content from it like, oh, I want something like this.
Mm-hmm. And the trailers were really good too. So.
Yeah, and I feel like if you want like balls to the wall action, just wait till March 19th when Falcon Winter Soldier. That's the action show because it's action based.
I thought you were saying when
March 5th.
I can start binging.
March 5th.
I feel like that's really good because the next week after that second full week of March is spring break, so I'll be there.
I just feel like
are they doing episodic with?
You know they are. But I think Winter Soldier, Winter Soldier is 6 or 7 episodes. I think.
Are they breaking it up like they're doing this BS with?
So the way they're doing it is, no matter how many episodes it is, it's supposed to be 6 hours of content per show. So I think like right now we're at the 2 hour mark for WandaVision.
So they'll probably break it up.
I think, but I believe Falcon Winter Soldier is 6 episodes. It should last until at least the start of May, because then after that,
perfect. That's the end of the semester.
And then Loki starts, I think, 2 weeks after that. So they're doing it pretty well in releasing. But that again, episode 4 is the first time I was just like, okay, characters are coming into play. We get what's going on in the world. Why what's happening is happening.
Okay.
And they do a really good origin story, not origin story, but like introduction to Tiana's character, Monica Rambeau, who of course is the daughter of I forget her name.
Spoiler alert.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay. So
I knew that Monica had something to do with it.
Okay. Well, she's the daughter from Captain Marvel, so.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that, but thanks.
What you mean?
I didn't know that. I knew that she had something to do with it, but I didn't know.
Oh, well.
I didn't know. I speculated. I didn't know.
I felt like the casting, if you just read the casting, it said it even before.
I don't even know what character she plays. I'm trying to really stay away from it until.
That's to right now. That's it.
But I was going to say, because I was speaking to somebody yesterday who was like, oh, how are you enjoying WandaVision? I was like, I'm not watching it yet.
He's like, episodic? Hasn't.
I don't do that. And he was like, I know a lot of people who are doing that, so I just figured, not a lot of people are watching it yet. Yeah. Because I'm a binger. Or, not a binger. I just want to do it on my time.
Right. So. I really think episode 1 was the reason. I think a lot of people just said, I'll wait.
Right.
Because there's just it's an actual episode of a sitcom, episode 1, with the smallest sliver of MCU. And I really jarring.
I feel like I expected that, and I can totally see them doing that, and that's fine. I'm just gonna wait though, because I don't want to have to be like, that's it. Right. Because that whole 30 minutes thing, that's like that show. What's that show? Insecure. Insecure. It's 30, 33, 32 minutes, but it's about a 30-minute show, and every time you get to the end, it's like the credits, and I'm just like, what? So, nah.
I guess that's the trappings of a television show, obviously, because cliffhangers each episode, like, oh, that's it, credits, and it's like I gotta wait. So I definitely see where you're coming from versus episode versus binging. But I mean, I'm just more when Friday comes, like when I'm at work, because that's why I watch it. Thursday to Friday, 3 a.m. Like once WandaVision drops, I'm watching it right then and there. Like I got to put my eyes to this computer screen, and I gotta see what's going on. Especially now, because I'm less like, I'm invested. I'm highly invested in this story because, and then of course all the rumors of people, what villains are taking place, like why is everything happening? It's crazy. It's not even what I'm thinking. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. But if you want to watch a show episodically, wait till Falcon and Winter Soldier, because I feel like that's going to be like mini MCU movies each episode. Which I think again it's 6 episodes, because that means it's going to be an hour apiece most likely. 50.
No, I feel like I feel like this is gonna be their new MO, where they're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be 6 hours worth of content, but we're gonna break it up how we see fit. So it'll be like 9 episodes, and it's just 6 hours divided by 9 episodes or whatever.
That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So they think they slick. They're not. I'll wait. I'll wait. I don't care. I will wait. I'm not gonna wait till the whole show ends, because this could go on for 10 years knowing Disney. But I'll wait until the season is over. And this is perfect, because when WandaVision goes off, I'm looking at the TV. The TV is on. When WandaVision goes off, that'll be spring break. And then you said that the Winter Soldier drone starts soon after.
2 weeks afterward. I think it's 2 weeks.
That's fine. I'll end the semester. I'll wait for that. Sorry.
Can you tell school started?
So yeah, I'll wait for that, and then Loki, that'll be during the summer, so that's fine.
Hopefully by the time.
I'm gonna be super busy during the summer. I'm not.
It's gonna be hot too.
I am not ready. I'm just not ready. And the spring semester already. Here we go. Today with the internet, whatever the snow is doing to the towers, or whatever.
It's snowing. I forgot to tell everybody snow in Philadelphia.
Happy snow day, I guess.
Happy first snowfall of 2021.
It's really effing with.
And the first snowfall of winter. Because the other storm in December was in fall.
You good?
No, I hate that. Keep your seasons. Like a few years ago when I worked at McDonald's, I remember it was 75 degrees and it was like near Valentine's Day.
You were mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't you don't like that? Like stay the season you're in.
You realize that the seasons are shifting. Right?
Exactly. Okay. I understand that, but damn.
Because of global warming.
Because we're all gonna die.
Right.
That's why you gotta find Earth. Whatever. What was it? Earth 3, Mom said.
Did you know there's an Earth 3? Is there an Earth 2? I don't know.
This is Earth 2, actually, everybody. Spoiler alert.
No, I feel like this is the control Earth, and they've just been experimenting here. What's it called? It's a scientific term.
Oh, do
we
you think
talk about it all the time.
That?
Like when you have a control.
Oh, like an experiment?
Yeah.
Got you. Like
like this. Like we know. Like whoever is orchestrating this, they know like what to expect because we're the control. Like they can control this one, and then they just start tweaking, and that's Earth 2, and tweak this, and that's Earth 3, and let's not have COVID on Earth 4 and see what happens.
Okay. Be careful checking your phone once this is done recording. They say, stay right effing there.
She figured us out.
How dare you?
Grab her.
Well, I feel like 2021 is off to a somewhat better start. I mean, yeah, we had
stay right effing there. My nigga, you want a scholarship? For your theory of
so hilarious.
Nobel Prize?
First of all, how did Harvard have my number? Why is it already saved as Harvard in my phone? A lot of questions. A lot of questions.
That's Nobel Prize material right there.
That is. But yeah, 2021 started off a little better. Nobody's burning. I mean, yeah, the first week of the year.
That whole little thing with the insurrection.
Oh, you mean the coup to freaking democracy?
Oh, yo, there's a coup going on in Myanmar.
In where?
Myanmar?
I know that name, that place.
I've heard the name too, but...
There's more coups? Is this going to be the coup year?
You hear about what's going on over there in Russia?
No!
Yo, they sick of Putin.
Well, I think after Trump got out, the world's like, hey, let's get everybody else out as a dictator. Let's get them all. Except for North Korea.
Coup in Myanmar. Came right at Myanmar.
Okay.
Myanmar.
I'm not really hip to this.
Myanmar.
I haven't watched CNN in the last
military takes control of Myanmar. Sukai detained.
Okay.
Sukai. Oh, she's a woman.
How they detain a woman?
Yeah. Aung San Suu Kyi detained as military seizes control. Biden plans appropriate action after Myanmar coup.
Okay. Good job, Biden, I guess.
Biden threatens sanctions after military coup in Myanmar. Where is Myanmar? I'm sorry. I saw this little thing pop up when I was downstairs on the computer. Myanmar, okay, or also known as Burma, I guess, but it's right next to Thailand.
Okay.
Thailand and Bangladesh, it looks like.
Okay, so I think I get a general.
Yeah, so it's not. It's like right under China and next to India.
Okay.
So south of China and east of India.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right on the Bay of Bengal, the Bengal Bay.
Bengal Bay.
Mm-hmm. But it's the Bay of Bengal.
Okay. So I feel like this is going to be coup year then. It's already 32 days into
2021 year of the coups.
Everybody gets coup. You want a coup? So that's a coup. So no, let's not do that.
Don't do that.
Because we ain't got nobody to work there anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh. I gotta remember. But besides that, I mean, Trump, for at least American, Trump is out. I guess 50-50 is if you or you love it. It's
not 50-50. First off, we realize that everybody didn't get out and vote. They're using the voting numbers.
Of course.
So it was 70-something million for Trump, 70-something million for Biden. That's only 140-something million out of over 350 million people.
There's still that many people in the U.S.?
There's over 350 million people in the U.S., yes.
COVID.
And they just did the census last year, so there's...
Right, they did.
Probably closer to 400 million people in the U.S.
COVID only killed 400,000?
Only, you said? Wow, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm trying to do the math. It's not as big as a plague as, they're making it...
Whoa. So, only died. Yeah. Not people who are dying, not people who haven't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't...
Asymmetric? What is it? Is it asymmetric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not as big as I mean, it's obviously
400,000 of anything is a lot.
It is.
Okay.
Compared to
But still, it's still a lot.
I'm not disrespecting the number. I'm just saying.
I mean the people.
Yes.
Not the number.
Because
people aren't just numbers. We care.
I mean. We
care.
Oh, we care. But I'm saying that nobody else cares.
That's their problem.
Because we're in a simulation, or are you saying as we're in the control of whichever one. We're
the controlling experiment or the controlled experiment.
Speaking of the Matrix,
okay.
The fourth title is apparently leaked.
What is it?
So what we got? Wait, the Matrix. Yeah. I love people saying something's leaked. Oh,
we didn't mean for you to get that.
So we had Reloaded.
Like who's really buying leaked stuff anymore?
You're so high. It's funny.
God.
Reloaded.
Wait.
Revolutions, right? Revolution.
Okay,
so it's another R word. Let's play guess that R word. Now, give you some hints. Think of it's an R word having to do. Okay, think of Christ.
Resurrection.
Dang. See, that was
you gave that to me.
That's okay. I'm a good clue giver.
No,
I should be on password.
Wait a minute. Do you just not know other clues for resurrection, or do you just like?
No, I was going to use gaming references after that, but you probably wouldn't have. Like Phoenix Down. You know what the Phoenix Down is?
I know that.
Phoenix would have been good, right?
I was about to say those.
That's two good clues. I should be on password. What year is it?
Give it time. They'll bring it back.
Password's an amazing game show. Did you like game shows growing up?
All right. So, my grandmothers, right?
That's how it starts.
My mom's mom and my stepmom's mom, they would watch GSN, right?
Yes.
They would watch GSN, Game Show Network, like all the time, especially in the afternoons after the stories.
Yeah.
They would watch it. And I know my stepmom's mom, her name was Shirley. She would have it on like all the time, nonstop. Like you turn on the TV, it's on.
It's on GSN.
Right. So we would watch. So here, all right, hold on.
What is happening?
So we lived in a different township, school district, and then our parents would drop it.
Got you. I understand.
So every morning we were at her house.
Got you.
Because she lives closer to our school. And
stay right effing there.
She lived closer to the school, so we would go into her room in the morning, and if we, didn't fall asleep, then we were watching GSN. And what was the point? What was I trying to make?
I was just asking if you like watch games.
Okay, yeah. So that was the reason. That was like my big. Because I remember when I was young, my other girl, my mom's mom used to watch it, but I was like, I don't want to watch this. I go outside or something like that.
Right.
But, it was early in the morning and, couldn't really do anything. And there were no other kids around.
Right.
So out in the, like, kind of in the boonies. So, my sisters and I would just watch it. And I didn't like it at first because that early in the morning, Buffy, Angel, and Charmed got syndicated. So I wanted to watch those shows.
So game shows. That's like a holy trinity of like shows back in the day. Jesus.
So it used to be Buffy first, then Angel, then Charmed. But Buffy and Angel were on FX and Charmed was on TNT. So anyway, I would always start my morning off with Buffy, but my sisters were like, "Oh, that demon stuff, turn that off." And I'm like, "But y'all introduced me to Buffy in the first place." And then my grandma was like, "Oh, you shouldn't be watching that." So then I just gave in and watched GSN. So I didn't like GSN for a long time because I couldn't watch Buffy and Angel and stuff.
Resentment.
Yeah, but it's okay now. I don't hate it. Like I don't watch it now. Like I don't even really watch cable. First off.
Yeah. What is cable?
Yeah. So.
Give me Wi-Fi.
The only time I watch cable is if I'm researching a movie to see where I can watch it, and it's like on Showtime or FX. I'm like, oh, we still have cable, so let me.
Oh, you talk about that kind of cable?
Yeah.
They're talking about like I'm talking about like ABC or like.
Oh, the local channels. The local network?
Heaven forbid.
Oh, man. I can't even tell you what's going on. The only reason why I know what's going on in local channels is because your mom watches shows on local channels.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't know anything. I wouldn't know a thing. Is there anything I watch now? No. The CW stuff was the last thing I watched, but I can't even keep up with that stuff now.
Yeah, that's all.
Now I've gone like full time. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. I know a lot of stuff is ending though, so that's good. Yeah. I like that because I don't like that it's ending. I just like that I can catch up now.
Watch it now.
Right, and not have to worry about new episodes.
Right.
So
So
that's it. Because I've completely. It's got discombobulated for me. Because Arrow, it's like if you're not watching them all consecutively, you'll kind of lose your point.
Yeah.
Because they had that thing where they come together, right? The huge crossover. And I was watching not the last episode of Arrow or last season of Arrow because it's off now, but the season before that, and I was watching it, and I'm just like, what was that? Well, there's like small tidbits and things like this, and I'm just like, what does that mean? So I was lost, and I didn't, and I purposely skipped the crossover event because I didn't watch any of the other shows. Arrow was my favorite one, so I just stayed up to date with Arrow, but then I got confused, so now I got to go back and basically rewatch everything. So that's great. I guess that'll be the next thing I hardcore binge will be the whole DC Arrow universe.
True.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's more. I think it's more of a endeavor than Supernatural would be because that's like Arrow's like what, 7 or 8 seasons by itself. 7 or 8,
yeah, I think it's
Flash is already at 6 or something like that.
Yeah, and I think they're still going. I know Supergirl's ending. Arrow's gone.
Batwoman's still on.
Oh yeah, see, I completely forgot about that.
It's part of it. I know.
But is she part of the whole thing? Like Black Lightning, they never brought Black Lightning into the fold.
So you're not going to watch Black Lightning.
That's racist, by the way. But,
that's racist!
Well, I'll stay over here.
He said, nah, we're good.
Right. I mean, it was cute. Like the first, either the first episode or the second episode, they was like, who do you think you are, Supergirl? And I'm just like, that's it? That's all we get?
That's what I said. That's all. That's like in Bond.
The other guy never had to deal with this.
Probably the best. Okay. I knew I liked that movie from the first video. I just. You need to be more James Bond, Mr. Lansby. You need more credit, sir.
Yeah, well, he's got a documentary. Have you watched it? No.
Not yet.
I want some. What are those fried wonton noodles? I got a taste for those right now with some duck sauce.
Wonton noodles? Oh yeah, the joke I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, before I talk about game shows, because that was the main question.
Oh, next time we order Chinese food, can you get those?
Sure.
Okay.
If I remember. Speaking of crossovers, do you remember? Hold on, let me see if I get the title right.
Okay.
What is it?
I don't know.
I don't even know. I'm going to butcher it. But this is the Disney Channel crossover between.
Oh.
That's So Raven, The Sweet Zack and Cody.
That's So Sweet Life
of Hannah Montana.
Something like that.
Do you remember that?
I barely watched that. That was when I was getting older and I was starting to phase out of Disney Channel shows and movies.
Yo.
Did you like it?
Ambitious. Well, we talk about Avengers being the most ambitious crossover of all time. There were so many memes. I don't know if you saw the memes when it came out.
I didn't
when
know
Avengers.
What memes were.
So no, like when Avengers came out.
Oh, that's
so everybody during Endgame. Well, everybody saw Endgame was the most ambitious crossover. So other people were talking about crossovers before it. And give the channel some credit because that crossover when it came out, boy,
yeah,
I was on the moon.
Did you watch it?
Hell yeah!
They did
live as it aired, all hour and a half.
Such a loser.
I was like, excuse me, got to get home and watch my program. That's my joke between me and Daryl. Shout out to Daryl. He helped me do one of the episodes last month. He's a security guard at Sinesta. You probably don't even.
He helped you do. I didn't meet no security guard.
No, you didn't meet him, but we did the episode of the podcast when you were busy. Remember, I actually do an RPG game podcast. Do you even watch? It's okay. We did an episode, and he works overnight, so I've been working overnight lately, so we've been talking a lot. That's one of the ways I get through overnight. And we both are watching WandaVision as it airs, and we're just talking.
Oh, are you guys watching it together?
No, not watching together. We watch it we'll both watch it like Friday, and then we'll come into work Friday night, and we talk about it. But we both are talking about how old school that is because we watching shows as they air, and it's like, excuse me, got to watch my program. Don't nobody get in disturb me. I've got to watch my program. Need my cold pop.
Cold pop? You don't have to go Midwestern if you're going to go old-timey.
We do it all. Put it all together.
You need your tennis shoes and your cold pop.
My cold pop. That's and you got to walk, Because it's such an old thing to
That's
do.
That's ageist.
Yeah, it is.
I got you, old people.
Good job. It's funny as hell to me because that's how I feel nowadays. It's like, it's not. I don't have all 10 episodes right away.
How dare you?
I can't sit down and watch it all in one sitting.
Yeah, I feel like.
Shout out to Search Party though, because y'all did 3, and 4, and that was more palatable. I still would have preferred all 10 at one time, but I like it better that way. If they do it in small chunks, I find
the first 3 episodes and then
it worked. It worked so well. It's like, okay, let me put an hour and a half aside and watch these. Hour and a half aside, watch these. 2 hours, watch these, and chef's kiss. Really good stuff.
You don't have to say chef's kiss.
If you're doing it, it's okay.
Well, you also have to, I guess you have to say it because you're not doing it right. Do it again.
So yeah, game shows and me, I'm a big fan, and I blame my mother, because she, again, like you talking about your grandma and stuff, she had game shows on all the time, and GSN didn't start coming out I think till like early 2000s.
Okay.
When we started to get cable, and I think it was on like Comcast or whatever. And but even still before then, I told you before, like when we talked about the celebrities who passed last year, like Regis Philbin had a big effect on my life because Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was my jam. Like that was when game shows were such a big thing. They had one episode on a week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like 8 o'clock.
The same episode?
Like no, different episodes each time. It would lead into whatever show was coming on afterwards.
Okay.
So I was like 4 episodes of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like.
A week?
And then they did the same thing with Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
And I was really, really, really into those shows. So.
I like Deal or No Deal.
And then once GSN came out, my mom was like, oh, you should watch this, this, and this. I'm like, okay. And I started watching like Match Game and Password, Super Password, Whammy.
Whammy!
And then they had like games like Chain Reaction and stuff that came out, like newer games.
I think the first time I watched Chain Reaction was when we started dating.
Team Ratchet.
I liked it.
It's a great show. I think it's another, but I think they maybe even brought it back. Like
they probably did.
Card Sharks. I just like I just like found out I like a lot of game shows, and I don't know if
you like games.
Is that or is it the old person in me?
Both.
Is it ages again?
No, I honestly think it's both.
And it's just like I was just like, wow, this is awesome.
Your face just now. Wow.
It was cool, dude.
No, it was like really genuine, like, wow.
And even still, like, I don't watch too many game shows nowadays, unfortunately. But, did they bring it back, like, Supermarket Sweeps with Leslie Jones? Is that her name?
I believe so.
They brought that back, which nobody asked for, but, you know, I guess
we don't ask for anything.
And obviously Family Feud is probably, like, I think, like, the upper echelon of game shows right now, just because of Steve Harvey, let's be honest. Like, it's a fun show, and it's a fun concept. But there's a reason why Steve Harvey has been a host for basically the whole 2010s.
When did he start?
Exactly. I don't even know. It might have been like late 20s, the 2000s. It was definitely the late 2000s. It's like 09, 10, or 11. Okay. It's around an era. He's working on a decade. I know that.
Okay.
Because we were obviously we were together when we were watching it, and we've only been together for 10 years. Jesus Christ, come September.
Right?
No, I'm saying that's a long time. I'm just shocked. That's all.
You gonna make it?
No. You're not. It's not. You don't think about like, holy crap. Like I basically know you my whole 20s. Does that not? Does not do anything for you? Does not like?
I mean,
you don't think about stuff like that. Like Edge won a Rumble last night, right? It was 11 years to the date he won his first one. I think about stuff like that all the time, right?
Really?
He won the last time he won a Royal Rumble was January 31st, 2010, and he won it 11 years later to the effing day.
That's a really long time. Well, no. What I mean is no. What I mean is he's been with WWE for a long time, even up till 2010, and that's the first time you won Royal Rumble.
Well, some people, I don't know.
Only because I feel like, you know, I like Edge. I like Edge a lot. So. And I feel like he's done a lot, accomplished a lot. So when you say like, oh, the first time, and he's been there since the 90s.
He did start becoming the main eventer in 2006, 2005, 2006. So
all that stuff in the 90s was just, he was looked at as a joke or something?
I would say a joke, but like when you're a younger guy in the Attitude Era of professional wrestling, you had the upper echelon guys: Stone Cold, Rock, Mankind, Undertaker, Triple H, Big Show, Vince McMahon. They were the main event guys, and Edge was a good guy, a good hand. He was with Christian, so they were a tag team.
Okay.
So they had their own role. So they held down the tag division for 97, 8, 9, 2001, and then he finally broke out on his own. And it took him a long time Because let's be honest, he's a smaller guy, and professional wrestling steroid guys, and that was the time.
You mean like stature? Small.
Yeah, his personality, ego was much bigger than his looks. But we're talking about an era when
you call him ugly?
No. But we're talking about an era when let me tell you the year that he started being on his own. Let's talk about some other guys who were in the same class. Class 2002: Brock Lesnar, Batista, John Cena, and Randy Orton.
Okay.
So we're talking about the four of the top superstars of the 2020s. I mean the 2000s, and Edge is starting to break out on his own. He's gonna get overshadowed because Brock Lesnar's a genetic freak. Batista is jacked. John Cena was a good hand. He would do anything. He was jacked, and Randy Orton had history in the company
because his dad.
You're right. Okay. So like it was just like, well, these guys in the future, yeah, Edge, you're a good hand, but like we're going to focus on these guys. So that's why it took Edge a little bit longer, but I mean it worked out for his favor. He's only the 7th man to win 2 Rumbles now. He's 47 years old and is on the tail end of his career, but now he can end it on his own terms. Okay. So good for him. Kudos to him. 47. I want to say he's the oldest person to win a Royal Rumble, but I don't even think that may be true.
Who else would be the oldest?
I'm trying to think. Maybe Triple H. He turned 50 in 2019. They might be just neck and neck. I'm going to look that up. It's close. It's between those two. Okay. But he's the first Hall of Famer to win a Rumble. Oh. The first after he got inducted. He got inducted and then he won it.
Right.
So, which is strange. But yeah,
I think that's kind of cool.
It's very cool because I think what Michael Cole said last night after Edge was like Back to the Future. It's like get it like time travel. Okay, because he won in 2010 and won in 2021.
Oh, and you said it was the exact same day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of obviously I'm a huge fan of Daniel Bryan, and I felt like this was his year. Because again, they're both on the same timeline. It's just like both guys retired, came back, and we don't know how much longer they both have. Injuries, families. They both have families. We were both ironically 2 little girls, I think. So it's just like, how much time you guys have left? I feel like Daniel Bryan should have won because younger superstar, right? But they're not that much younger than each other. It's like 8 years compared. I would say generation. It's not that much different.
Daniel,
he's getting up there.
So he was born like the early 80s.
Yeah. Okay. He's getting up there. What I'm saying is, I felt like could have went either way, but I see why they did with Edge, and you have to do it for number 1 because you got to make sure we don't talk about Crispin anymore. Got to talk about Shawn and Edge now. That's all we're gonna hear for the rest of the life. Shawn Michaels and Edge won Royal Rumbles from number 1. There's been 3 guys who did it. Who's the other guy? Anyway, moving on next.
First name Crispin, last name Wah.
Slave name. It was a meme where the little kid's like, "Daddy, who's Crispin Wah?" This is like this little John Cena fan doesn't know anything because he only knows John Cena. But yeah. Last thing. So I just read an article before we came up here. They're doing a Wakanda TV series for Disney Plus, and Ryan Coogler. Okay, he's going to be being the showrunner.
Okay, so he's like running the whole show, obviously.
So he's running the show, Marcus? Yes, 100%.
Is that what showrunning means?
So that's pretty exciting. Because now I don't know if you heard the rumor that it just came out a few days ago. There's so many rumors.
I almost said Killinger. Killmonger is back from the dead. He's going to teach Shuri how to be Black Panther, basically. That's the one that I heard.
I heard the other way. He's going to be Black Panther. Which I would have much more. No offense. Actually, you know what? It can go either way. I only say it because I like Michael B. Jordan.
I like Michael B. Jordan.
And I feel like he should be after Human Torch. He needs redemption.
He's been redeemed.
I think as a villain he has. Let's turn him over to a hero now. That's all.
But well.
Raspberry.
No, it's just they're gonna have to really. They're probably gonna explain it away.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, we fixed it, and then just go on to the next thing. Like, but because he had like his intentions.
Death could, maybe he really died. Death changed him. Death can change him.
That's true. I guess.
And maybe he sees because
because he drunk the fruit, maybe he went to the little dreamscope thing, and had some rehab.
And he came back, and obviously they have to talk about T'Challa passing somehow, some way.
Yeah.
So maybe that affected him as well. Like, okay, the people need a leader.
I was about to say maybe they could say something happened after Endgame, but no, he was standing there after Endgame looking back. By the way, one thing I've always noticed watching Endgame is how amazing the three of them look. Is that a black thing? Am I
like when they came out from the circle, like from the?
No. When everyone's saying goodbye to Tony Stark at his little funeral.
Oh yeah, they look great.
They look the best out of everybody. Like I don't care. Like they just the three of Shuri, what's her name?
You got it. Yes.
And friggin' T'Challa. They looked amazing.
They came.
I wanted all three of their outfits. I would rock all three, even his suit and tie. I would rock.
They really did.
Absolutely. Is that the African Wakanda guard? They need to make a Wakanda collection. Yo, why y'all sleeping on this?
They haven't done it yet? Fashion Nova?
Dear Mr. FBI NSA agent who hears me. What is it, the NSA?
Big Brother.
Is it NATO?
I just call it NATO.
Is it NATO?
Mr. NATO?
Mr. CIA agent, FBI agent, government official who listens to all of my conversations and is probably half crazy by now. Can you leak it? Can you leak it to the people, to somebody, to make a Wakanda line? Some black fashion designer? Don't start no trouble now. Okay, talk to you later.
What was the little pat for? What was
that was my don't start no like on a mic, boom, boom, like that's me beating you if you start trouble. Don't start no trouble now. Boom, boom. Or maybe a pat on the head. Like when you talk to Chino, I'm about to go to school. Don't get up here acting all crazy like you did the other day.
But he's going to. Because the pats on the head is like, oh, you want pets. Negated your whole conversation beforehand. You touched me, you want pets.
Oh, God. He was really showing out, I think, last Thursday. He was just got up there and was just like, huh, what's this? What's going on? And he be headbutting. He be headbutting the freaking camera and on my laptop and stuff. He's so annoying. What
was there a day? Was it yesterday? He's like resting on your phone while you were like trying to scroll through it. Was it yesterday or Saturday?
Oh yeah, I'm like this on my phone. And he just comes over and he puts his whole head on my screen.
And you're like, yo, what you doing?
Like it's time for pets now, right?
He said, what
so effing ignorant.
He said, what you looking at?
And yesterday I had to do some work. I had a hand in the paper yesterday, and he just came and laid on my wrist. On my wrist. This is my dominant hand. On my dominant hand. He laid on my dominant hand wrist. And I'm just like, you wildin'.
He said,
for my whole winter break, he was nowhere to be found.
He knows.
I sat at the same place almost every day. He didn't even jump up. He didn't do nothing. But as soon as school starts, here he come. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, that's you. That's what you do.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Get on my nerves.
Just heads bust the camera.
That's what he did. I literally have a video on, I think, Facebook, or it was like a Snapchat filter, and the Snapchat filters are like, share with a friend or do it with a friend. And I have him next to me, and he just goes like this. Like, yo.
He said, I want to do it.
Drawing. He got on my nerves.
For those who didn't see it because you're audio only, Robyn headbutted the hell out of this camera.
I didn't headbutt the hell out of it. I just headbutted it like Chino would.
Like, bam!
I feel like he's going to get a tumor or something, or some brain damage or something.
Not a tumor.
Some kind of brain damage or something. Because he does it to everything. He headbutts everything. Yeah, that's like, and like by headbutting, I know like cats like to cuddle like that. Mm-hmm. And they like to rub up against things like that. But he'd be like... And I'm like, yo, don't that hurt? Oh, he moving because he heard me talking about it.
That's what happened. He's about to get up. Well, I think we talked about, basically, we're at 45 minutes just about already.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what we talked about, but I had fun. Wrestling. I talked about wrestling today. Yay. And crossovers. Also, last thing about another crossover. So the Impractical Jokers, right?
Okay.
You know who they are.
Yeah.
Some of them are wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So they were at the Raw after WrestleMania 29.
Can I get a year?
I'm wrong. Finn Balor was there, so I think it was 2018.
Okay.
And they were doing, the Finn Balor, when the music.
Yeah, I like that.
And they have a picture of all three of them doing it, or it was because it's the older guy. You know the guy, Casey Jost, the guy that does the hosting.
Yes.
Who has the gray hair, who's young.
Yeah.
It was him, Sal, and Q, and they're all doing it together. It says, Avengers Endgame is the most ambitious crossover, and it just shows them at WWE event. And I was like, I'm all here for that.
At WWE and Impractical.
I'm all for it. Bring them in as guest hosts one day.
That would be cute.
I'm surprised they haven't done it because they're like huge fans. Like anytime they're on the show, Sal wears a lot of wrestling shirts on the show.
Okay.
Like, a lot. So, all right, that's it.
So they're just adult babies, is what you're saying.
Offensive. Thanks for calling. Thanks for watching another episode of the Fatman Around Podcast. If you listen to the audio podcast, thanks for listening. We are on all podcast channels. That includes Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon, Audible. Did I say Overcast? That's actually Overcast as well. Did I? Anyway, we're on them. Type in Fatman or Robyn. Of course, Robyn is spelled with a Y.
Like, spell it.
Robyn.
Okay, because I feel like some people are going to be like, oh, is it R-Y?
How do I spell the word? So it's Fatman and Robyn.
And spell Fatman.
Fatman space AND space ROBYN. No period. Just put it right all in. Also, we're on YouTube, so if you're looking at the video, hello.
Hi.
I'm sure you saw Robyn's head just a few minutes ago.
You're welcome.
But we're on YouTube. All the videos come up. Continue to like, share, subscribe, all of that as well. Tell your friends about the podcast.
And your mothers.
And
don't be sleeping on the moms.
Tell your grandmas too. But make sure not to talk to her while she's watching her program.
We could be her new program.
Tell us about it. We got weekly stuff.
We do.
You can binge us. Well, she doesn't know about binging. She watches an episode.
They know about binging. Don't be instant. There you go with the ages stuff again.
Marcus Stevens represented as the Fat Man.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Is that scoliosis?
That I'm giving you the baton.
How?
Ooh.
That was better, I guess.
Okay.
I've been Robyn.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week for another episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.